Hey, good morning, everybody. What's up? This is Mike here, Mike's Weather Page, and time for an early Sunday tropical update on Fiona here on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Hope you like these, and please subscribe to the channel if you can. And we're going to dig right into it. There's a lot to talk about. Our storm appears to be strengthening early this morning, Sunday. The hurricane hunter's out there right now. Definitely starting to affect the islands more, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and it's going to be ongoing all day. Let me show you what's going on here. Here's the latest track. This one just came out at 5 a.m. Eastern. There's going to be a new track update at 11 a.m. Eastern. No big changes as far as the thinking goes down the road. Hurricane expected all the way up through possibly, I'm looking at the future modeling I'm going to show you here, but we could be looking at a major hurricane on approach to Bermuda later in the week. So keep that in mind. We do have hurricane warnings now for Dominican Republic, and they're going to have to start, watching this close too as this develops. It's moving a little slower as it makes that turn. So we're going to see. It's going to be a rough day ahead still for a lot of folks. Here's the hurricane hunters are out there right now. Pressure might have dropped a little bit on the pass, so it does appear to be strengthening, kind of as we thought would happen once it reached these a little bit more favorable environment. It looks very healthy on water vapor loop satellite here. A lot of moisture in the air, starting to get that outflow look, get that classic look, that's for sure. Here's radar, early morning radar. You can see it's spinning below Puerto Rico. The big stuff, though, I need to talk about is behind the system. It's always had a little bit of dry air, a little bit of shear to the front side. We've had a lot more activity to the north and to the west, the east side. It's always been the case, and the fact that this is going below the islands, it's putting the brunt of everything towards you. That's why we're getting these huge 15, 20-inch rain total estimates coming in for Puerto Rico that we still have to watch today. It's just now getting towards Virgin Islands into Puerto Rico. Here's another current look at satellite. Even though our core, is somewhere around here, we're getting a lot of activity on the backside here. So this is what we got to watch, whip up around. So once the eye passes you, I still think we're going to see maybe even more effects, especially if this thing strengthens throughout the morning here. This backside could get a little more intense, and you might have more effects later in the day that you weren't expecting, especially as this passes on by. And you can see this with the latest H-Wharf here on Tropical Tidbits. Big tail setting up on the backside here of Fiona. So watch for this. Could still be a lot of incoming rain training, unfortunately, as this thing spins up. Rain training is what you don't want to see. That's just the constant flow of rain rolling in towards the same spots. And that could definitely happen. That's why we're getting these really large rain totals. But the H-Wharf's done an amazing job with intensity, as I've been mentioning a lot. We do expect this thing to intensify. It could be sneaky on approach to Puerto Rico later today. Clipping that, western side. Dominican Republic's watching now with the hurricane warning. And then down the road, we got to really start to wonder what's going to happen. This thing is getting awfully close to Bermuda, we're going to talk about here. Here's the latest spaghetti models. These are your 6Zs. These are pretty fresh. The next set of models will be coming out around 9 o'clock Eastern. High confidence that this thing's going to curve up. Continental U.S., I don't know. I see a lot of conspiracy theories out there, people thinking this thing's going to turn. Listen, I believe in models, and we don't see hardly any models not agreeing with this eventual turn. So as of now, just keep an eye on it. But man, no worries if you're in the continental U.S. right now. Latest other runs here on Tropical Tidbits. We're going to zoom in here and watch this thing strengthen on the latest GFS. It's going to pass just east of the Turks and Caicos down there. So with all the heaviest stuff on the east side, maybe you guys won't get as much as originally you're thinking. Now that this thing's cutting a little bit more north, and of course the timing there would be Monday to tomorrow to be watching. As this thing starts to build, though, look at the latest GFS: 9:40, 9:45 on approach to Bermuda. The timing there would be about Thursday. The Euro 9:53, 9:44. So it's developing it, widening that wind field. And the latest Canadian, about the same, 980, 970, 960 as it passes. So a little closer what you could expect here. This is the latest GFS. Now, if this thing passes to Bermuda's west side, all these winds will be rolling in from the east, and that's probably the worst side of the system. So if this storm passes even to your west, you're going to end up with the bigger brunt of the winds. Wind gusts here on the latest GFS showing 100 miles an hour. That's pretty intense. Now, this would be Thursday, 7 p.m. So on approach, Thursday. The euro's a tick slower. Euro's coming in at you about, this is Friday morning, so about a 12-hour split between the euro and GFS. But the bottom line is you're kind of going to be close here. A lot of these spaghetti models, here's Bermuda right there. So it's going to be something to watch for you guys. And the reason the confidence is so strong on Fiona turning here, we got a late week front coming here. You can see it rolling down. We actually have a front, that lingering front that's been bringing all that rain to the peninsula is still hanging out there right now, and it's actually helping curve this in the short term. And then we have another front coming down later in the week, and you can see it get wrapped up into that and turn classic. Still going to be watching toward the end of the week, though, towards Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. We'll talk about that later. Hopefully the system's starting to weaken by then. The water vapor map here, you can really see the weekend front coming down. Here it is, and it's just going to give that Fiona a final push away from continental U.S. So down the road, really quick, check this out, man. We might have a slow start to October. This is our tropical depression map, which usually is pretty aggressive this time of year. It's not showing hardly any areas on the euro brewing into the end of September. We'll see if that maintains itself. This is the new global tropics hazards map too. New design. It goes into 20%, 40%, 60%. And for the week of 28th to the 4th, not showing much. So we could be in a little bit of a little dry spell as we enter October. But just remember, October could still be a pretty busy month. We've seen plenty of hurricanes over the years. Here's the latest overnight map with the NHC2, by the way. The only other spot they're showing is a little low pressure in the middle Atlantic. That's not going to bother anybody. So right now we're obviously watching Fiona. Hopefully it's not intensifying, but it does appear that it is, and that's something we're going to have to watch. We're going to watch for backside of the storm starting to produce. So just when you think the storm could be over, the backside here, it looks like it could be the stronger part of the system. So that means Virgin Islands into Puerto Rico could be seeing a rough day ahead here on Sundays. So that's about it. Hope this helped. Little information for you. Stay safe down in the islands. We're thinking of you. And stay tuned to Mike's Weather page. We'll do another one of these later tonight. Okay? Have a good day.